everyone, and welcome back to Meta Monday for your weekly report on what's happening in the land of Runeterra. It's been interesting times, guys, so let's dive straight in and see what everyone's been playing. At number one, no surprise here, Teemo Zoe, most played deck in Runeterra at the moment, and I did put this at the top of my tier list last week, so I see a lot of people have been playing it. Thankfully, this win rate has dropped just a little in recent times. It was a little bit higher last week and went much higher during the week, but it slowly come down a bit. Number two on our most played decks list, from Tryhard, so Feel the Rush, Control. A lot of people playing this, I guess, to try to counter Teemo Zoe. It's really strong into Teemo and Zoe because you can't expect Teemo and Zoe to run out of steam, and Control will just heal up and then strong endgame finish you off. The win rate's not that great because Control and Tryndamere. Control it's not the strongest at the moment, but it's a decent win rate. Probably running into a lot of Teemo Zoe and probably winning those games. So that's how it's going at the moment. Good to see Control back in the meta and doing well as well. I had this at close to the bottom of my tier list last week, so this will definitely be moving up. Number three is a bit of a surprise deck, is Vayne and Kayn. I wonder if it's up here because people like it because they whine, Vayne and Kayn. I haven't given this deck a try, guys, to be honest. I still think the strongest combination with Vayne is Twin, but Kayn's filling up the numbers. Good, very high win rate on Kayn, Vayne and Kayn, 55.3%. That's very, very solid. So I think it should include Kayn into the list of the many Vayne decks around. At the beginning of this patch, I did predict that. I don't think Vayne has been nerfed enough, and she'll so be strong. And the play rate is a lot less people playing Vayne at the moment, but I think she's still performing well. And my other prediction was for Gwen, so a little more on Gwen a bit later. So next up is Heimerdinger Chase. I highlighted this deck in my last meta report, so it's quite high up in the tier list. The win rate has dropped a little. Win rates dropped and the play rates increased. Interesting, but still a pretty solid deck. 52.4 is not the worst. So you can run this if you enjoy playing Heimerdinger Chase. Still in the meta, I guess. Next up, Annie Katarina Twisted Fate. So this is the Ravenbloom Conservative deck, and very popular at the moment. Thankfully, seems to have replaced the Annie Jin deck. But this is very similar to that deck. Running TS, so you can look at alternate win condition of leveling up Twisted Fate, which happens in this deck quite often. So you're running some draw spells, you're running Pool Shock, you're running Eye of Nugget Buddha, and your big finisher in the Riptide Rex. This is, I guess kind of a new addition. With the buff to Ravenbloom Conservatory, it has come back into the meta a bit. But not all that significant. Win rates solid, but not great. 53.7%. Number 5 most played deck at the moment. So definitely worth a look at. If you like the aggro Annie deck, this is the best performing one at the moment. Moving on, Seraphine is still in the meta, Seraphine Victor, and not the best win rate. This has dropped off quite significantly from last week. So Seraphine Victor dropping down a bit, somewhat surprisingly. I suppose that Seraphine nerf is definitely hitting people now at the moment. It's really hard to get her leveled up. I'm not sure why the second deck keeps disappearing. Sorry about that, but there's more scroll action. So down at number 7 we have Jinx. Jinx was at the top of the play rates last week. So people have realized Jinx is not as strong as people initially thought she was. getting that rocket in hand as soon as she levels up is definitely a level up, but not enough to push her way up the ranks. A still a positive win rate. Echo Jinx seems to be the more popular deck over discard aggro at the moment, which is surprising. Of course, after Draven was nerfed a long time ago, he just hasn't been as strong as he used to be. So interesting. Interesting that Echo Jinx. I can't stand this deck, Echo Jinx. You predict so much and you so seem to be rolling the dice whether you get your combinations or not. So guys, I'm not sure why Gwen is not at the top of the play rate at the moment. Play most played decks at the moment. But Gwen, Katarina, throw in Elise as well. These three champions in seemingly any combinations they're putting up incredibly high win rate. 58.1 is really high. And this I think is the strongest deck at the moment. I'm going to be playing this on ladder next week. I'm going to play this tomorrow, so come check that out, guys. I'm going to do a deck check. I haven't decided how many copies of the three champions I'll be running. Gwen 3 off I think is the standard, the norm. 1 Elise and 2 Katarina. But many people have been dropping Elise off completely. Some have been dropping Katarina off completely and going full aggro. So there's definitely options with this deck. But definitely I feel it's the strongest deck at the moment. Should be getting a higher play rate than it is. So we'll see if that increases in the coming weeks. Talia's Digs. Slightly lower play rate, slightly lower win rate, but still in the meta, still a strong deck. I played this on ladder last week to reasonable success. I did eventually fall back to Timo and Zoe to get some rank points, abusing the elusives a bit. But yeah, Talia's Digs is another viable option. Discard aggro disappeared, so I'm going to scroll down to it. Discard aggro, as you can see, play rate has dropped. This was at the top last week. Play rate has dropped, win rate has dropped as well, but still not completely broken. Still a positive play rate, win rate, sorry. But yeah, Jinx definitely not as strong as people thought she was. I'd put it down into 8 here. Definitely have to drop it down from there. Sorry, Jinx. Those nerfs just were not enough. Anygen down at number 11. Much lower win rate than the previous Annie deck, but this one's also running Raven Bloom Conservatory now. But definitely more aggro version. Anygen, a very aggro deck. Throw all your cards in and hope you win. Type of deck. Nora Vega. So Nora win rate dropped a little bit. No, but people still enjoy playing Nora. The type of deck, if left unchecked, it kind of runs away with him. I'm surprised that Vega is more popular than Heimerdinger at the moment. I definitely think the Heimerdinger synergy is much better with Nora. But yeah, Darkness with the late game finisher seems to be more popular at the moment. I'm not sure if it's performing better. It's definitely more popular after Nora deck. But Nora in general, not that strong. I would stay away from her. Now these two decks are the two Targon decks in the meta. Pantheon Varus. I haven't tried this deck out, but it's putting up good strong numbers. I actually don't have this on my tier list. I might have had Pantheon on there. But definitely various. Varus looking strong after that nerf in this patch. Not a very high play rate, but definitely putting in some good games. So if you want to try climbing with this deck, I think this can be a pretty good idea. So next up is Diana Leona, the Daybreak Nightfall deck. This deck is very strong. It seems to have dropped in win rate since the play rate and win rate since we last checked in. bit surprised at that, so I thought this would be a little bit stronger, to be honest. But it's still strong. Stronger than many of the previous decks we had a look at. So we're just going to have a quick look at one or two more decks, and then we can look at the decks with the highest win rates. My favorite Gwen deck. This is running a copy of Fiora, and look at that win rate, guys. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's still very high. To be honest, I haven't had much success with this deck on ladder, but I was experimenting with it, throwing in a few new cards, few of the newer cards. And I think if you stick with the standard Gwen Fiora combination, you're gonna get good results, and that win rate doesn't lie. And it's inexplicable to me why the play rate's so low. Hecurum Z, still in the meta. Still in the meta, the win rate's risen a little. I've come across this deck on ladder a few times, and it wrecks you sometimes, but I don't suggest playing this. It's a fun deck. That's why people are playing it. But if you seriously want to climb, I wouldn't look at this. Then we have a mono Jinx deck. Surprised that this was in there. So this is like a Spirits Unleashed type of deck. But Jinx, not as I mentioned, the previous two decks, not performing as expected. Decent win rate on this one. So worth a look in, but I would steer clear. Then we have Luck always lurking around. I keep making the joke, sorry guys. I need to stop it. Luck is, it's putting up similar numbers all the time. People always seem to go down at number 18, so not such a high play rate. But people enjoy playing Luck, I say. And it's a solid deck, but not the strongest. And Magic. Okay, I'm going to look at the last two decks. It's top 20. Another Vayne deck, Rumble. Rumble used to be the most popular Vayne combination. Seems to have dropped a bit in popularity. But look at that Vayne. Vayne decks are putting in decent numbers. I mean, 44.2 is not bad at all. I mean, this is comparable to Teemo Zoe, which everyone's saying is what you should be playing to climb the ladder. Which is true, because if you get quick games in and quick wins, hopefully. And number 20, last deck I'm going to look at is Plunder. Plunder's still in the meta and putting in decent numbers. I haven't seen much of Plunder on ladder, to be honest. But definitely one of my favorite decks at the moment. I think there's better options, but Plunder putting in a decent win rate. If you like Plunder, go ahead and play Plunder. Just browse down a little. Vayne, Leaf Nora, Gwen, Vayne. Just having a quick look at some of the decks. Here's Gwen Katarina. Look at those win rates. Akshan Varus. Akshan seeing less play after his nerf. Kindred Nessus, don't play it. Any Gwen Katarina. I'm not sure I'm about to keep jumping. Any Gwen Katarina. Oh, this one has a terrible with it. Don't play any with Gwen, guys. Deep. Not so good. And last deck I'm going to look at last patch favorite deck for throughout the patch is your Seraphine, fallen from the ranks quite heavily. Bad win rate. There's nerf to Seraphine, definitely put out of the match at the moment. Excuse me. So let's take a quick look at it. I'm going to scroll up and look at the win rate. Sorry if I'm hurting your eyes after scrolling. Let's look at win rate. Win rate. On top we have Seraphine. Just when I said don't play Seraphine, guys. But very, very low play rate on this deck, but so maybe the Targon version with Seraphine is something to look at. I haven't seriously looked at this deck, so maybe I must jump. Maybe a Ophelia Seraphine is the way to go. But number 2, is Gwen. And number 3 is Gwen. And Jinx Lulu, interesting. Number 5, I think it is. So 2, 3, and 5 is Gwen. Different versions of Gwen. And that's clear indication to me. Gwen, you should be playing Gwen Katarina. Maybe if these play rates go up, the win rates drop. That could happen. This has very low play rate. But if there's 3 versions of Gwen and they're all performing in the top 5, I think we should be playing it. What do you think, guys? Let me know down in the comment section. I'm going to be playing some Gwen tomorrow. I mentioned that earlier, but sorry for repeating myself. So this is an interesting one. Jinx Lulu up in 4th place, I believe. So I'm a bit surprised at this. I mean, the play rate isn't terribly high. This Lulu deck is obviously looking at pumping up your flame jumpers and winning that way, and then getting a board full of guys and dropping easy biggle dust to win the game. So maybe this is the Jinx way to go. Jinx Lulu, but obviously not many people playing it. This was in the report last week, and it wasn't performing as well as this, definitely. So if you want to play Jinx, have a look at Jinx Lulu. And here's my other favorite deck of the meta, Gwen Vayne. So play it, guys. The win play rate is very low, but this win rate has not wavered. It actually seems to have gone a bit higher from last week. So Fiora Gwen Vayne, what to look at. Elise Jace, this is an interesting deck. Very low play rate, especially number 99 on the play rate list. So take that with a pinch of salt, but it's a deck to look at. It's performing, it's getting it some wins. And yes, Swain still getting a decent win rate, right? So, but nobody's playing with Swain at the moment. Nobody's playing Swain. But it's so strong. So if you like Swain, don't stop playing it. Don't stop. And here's the Pantheon Barrows deck that I mentioned earlier. Pretty strong win rate. And it's up there. It's in the top 10 highest win rates decks at the moment. Worth a look at, man. I think I'm gonna do get into this deck a bit, maybe do a video on it. So look out for that in the coming weeks. And here we go. Here's the Teemo Zoe. So this is the version with Fizz in it. Yeah, so it's the first Teemo Zoe deck. Putting it, so it's definitely still performing. But other decks are starting to slowly catch up with it. Here's the Arcane Vayne deck I was talking about earlier. So definitely Vayne so strong. Teemo Zoe so strong. So I think those are the decks you should be playing at the moment. Gwen, Teemo Zoe, Vayne with either Gwen or Kane. They work well. Even Rumble's not a bad option. Here's a Nami Varus deck going in first. So spell heavy deck. Low play rate though, guys. If you want to give it a try, this is one of those edgy decks, I would say. One of those decks at the bottom end of the spear that's doing very well. You can get some results with it. And here's Teemo Zoe putting up, still in there, still putting up some numbers. And a quick look down the list. Aurelion Soul, Leona Zoe deck, interesting. With the Mafia, Targon with the Mafia, low play rate deck again, but putting in some good numbers. Down the list we go, Queen and Vayne. Queen and Vayne. Queen and Vayne. Interesting. Yeah, putting in good numbers. Aphelios. Another Aphelios Seraphine deck. Maybe Power Seraphine, so what looking into, guys. Vayne, as I mentioned. And what we'll see where Trundle Tryzamere features. Bit low down the rank, but controls control's an answer to certain decks. So, and it's good to see it in the meta. I think we've got a decent balance at the moment of decks in the meta. A lot of people complain, they're saying Zoe Timo too strong. Well, probably, but it has answers, guys. And that's when you have a good meta. When you have strong decks, but you have answers to those decks. Okay, that's where I'm gonna drop it for now, guys. I'll be back in a second with the tier list. And give me a second. And we're back with the tier list, guys. So this is where we left it off last week. We had Timo Zoe at the top in God tier. I think fairly accurate prediction. Timo and Zoe have been on top during this last week. We had Jinx down in F tier. This has dropped a bit, so we're gonna have to move her down. I also had Heimerdinger Jace. I probably missed them off on that one. I don't think they were S tier, so dropped them down. Also dropping down. Oh, I guess no. I think we can leave Diana and Diana Leona in the A tier. Seraphine, I'm gonna have to drop down as well. Vayne, I'm gonna pop Vayne up. Vayne is so strong, guys. And I'm gonna throw Kane in there. Kane has risen up as the most popular Vayne deck at the moment. You can find him there. He is. Gonna pop Vayne up with Kane. I'm gonna drop Timo Zoe down into A tier as well. Jinx is dropping down. Where should we put Jinx? I think B tier where she belongs. And we saw the Lulu deck. I'm not gonna put Lulu in, but we saw Lulu being the most strongest Jinx deck at the moment. Interesting. So Jinx Heimerdinger will drop down to A. I wonder. I think Annie. Should I drop Annie down? Let me drop Seraphine down quite a bit. Not terrible at the moment, but not that strong as well. Raven Bloom Conservatory is putting in some work, so let me see if that can do. So the win rate has dropped a little bit on Diana in the coming week. And I'm moving, this Gwen goes up all the way up from B tier to God tier. Guys, strongest deck at the moment, definitely Gwen. Let me put her teammates up there. Elise, Katarina. And there we go, guys. God tier is definitely Gwen, Elise, Katarina. Control, I'm gonna have to bump them up a little. I'm gonna drop Swain down a bit. Swain's still putting numbers, but nobody's playing him at the moment. So these are the two big nerfs from the last patch down here into the C tier, sorry. Gonna move control up. Well, actually, it's just Trundle me at the moment. The field rush deck. I'm gonna keep these guys down at the moment. So control, B tier, maybe A tier. These are kinda interchangeable. I mean, considering the play rate, I'm gonna move field rush up to A tier. Move Bumpus down. Put them up at the front. The front of B tier, I'm gonna put the Daybreak Nightfall deck. And A tier. Don't know, these decks are very popular at the moment. I think it's putting in high win rates. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. These three are the strongest decks at the moment. I feel that's pretty accurate. Does any go with TF or with Gwen? Let's go. Let's put Yes, okay. Yeah, so this is my tier list, guys. Maybe these are interchangeable. Yeah, I think I'm not good. After having a pretty hard time against some of these guys. I'm gonna put Diana Leona up into A. So definitely the decks you should be playing to rise up the ranks, guys, are these top three. Um, Gwen, strongest at the moment. Timo Zoe, falling a bit at the moment. People are finding answers for the deck. Um, Ravisto, if you want to get quick games in, try to climb quickly, Timo Zoe is the way to go. Vayne hasn't gone anywhere. Or maybe she's definitely weaker than she used to be, but she's definitely still strong as well. So Vayne's still up there. Player with Kane, player with Gwen, maybe Rumble if you like at the moment. So these are definitely the decks you should be playing, guys. And join me tomorrow for more gameplay, for some ranked gameplay as I try to get master. Trying to climb. I'm gonna do a deck check as well. When combination of, I think I'm gonna go for the 3-2-1 combination. So I'll do a deck check. I'll do some games as well. So join me for that, guys. So that's it for the week. That's Meta Monday for the week. Hope these decks do you well in the coming week. And so take care, guys. Hit that like and subscribe. Bye.